Hello everybody, this is Jasmine and you are watching Web3 Ladies Club. We're kicking off the first content video of this channel for somebody out there who is potentially looking into coming into the Web3 space as a NFT creator. So, welcome to the series, or better said, the playlist, How to Create an NFT Project. In this series, we're going to bring together some amazing women in this space who already have established NFT projects and give you a step-by-step guide as to the 10 typical steps that are required if you want to create your own NFT project. So in this video, I'm going to give you an overview as to what the 10 steps are, whereas in the following videos of this playlist, I am going to bring on the different guests and really go into detail of each step. But before we go into any of the steps, it's very, very important to start by thinking, what do you want to achieve with your NFT project? And this is something only you can answer. Do you have an existing business in mind and would like to incorporate NFTs as utility tokens? Or are you fighting for a certain cause, or you would like to fight for a certain cause and would love to fund that cause via NFTs and through that also find allies? Or perhaps you are a game developer and would love to kickstart your gaming business in the metaverse via NFTs. Whatever it is, it should be something that ties into your values and or the professional experience you already have behind you. If you're here for the quick money, I hate to break it to you, but it's most likely not going to work. You're gonna have to grind very hard. You're gonna have to put in a lot of effort into your NFT project. And I think at this stage, the market is very experienced and can really tell if a project has authenticity and whether a project is sincere. All right, now let's get into the 10 steps. Step number 1, build the team. So a typical NFT project requires quite a wide range of skills and roles. For example, from artists to developer, all the way to community managers. It's very important to understand what these roles are, as well as be able to involve the right people into your team, or even have budget for these people. Step number 2, creating and generating the art. So a typical NFT project normally consists somewhere between 1,000 pieces to 10,000 pieces of unique art. And therefore, it's very important, first of all, to find an artist that does a good job and more or less fits into the theme of your project, but also very importantly, understands how art generation works for NFT projects and therefore is able to draw the layers or produce the layers accordingly so that you can eventually produce that many pieces of art and NFTs. Step number 3, creating a utility roadmap. So what kind of value does your NFT bring to its holders? When and how are you going to deliver your promises? All of this is normally documented and communicated in a utility roadmap and sometimes even an elaborate white paper. Step number 4, marketing. So it's very important that you get your project out there for people to see and connect to and potentially buy into. And therefore, gaining reach is very, very important. There are several ways to do marketing. One is if you already have an existing following, then you can leverage that following and explain to them what NFTs are, what your project is about. If you have some marketing budget, what you could also do is run ads or pay influencers so that you can increase your reach. If you don't have the former two that I just talked about, there's also a way to do organic marketing to really grow your following organically. This will be a grind, but there's definitely a way to do it, and we will be talking about it in our following videos. Step number 5, community building. So it doesn't stop at marketing. Once you have gained a following, a group of people who most likely have similar values to each other, you will want to make them connect with each other, build meaningful relationships with each other, and that will be your community. Communities are very important because That's what makes a project strong, and that's what also contributes to the project's longevity. So now that we've touched on all of the front end stuff, it's also very important to move to the back end technology, which is basically what makes your NFT project an NFT project. So moving on to point number 6, choosing your blockchain. There are a lot of blockchains out there for NFTs to be minted on. For example, Ethereum, there's Polygon, there's Solana, Cardano. It's very important to understand these blockchains because they're all a bit different from each other, and understand your target audience as well as what you want to achieve with the NFT project so that you can choose the best blockchain for your project. Step number 7, choose your secondary market. So after you have minted your NFTs or after you have sold your NFTs to the primary market, you will want your NFTs to be traded on a secondary market. And to do that, you will have to leverage some platform that serves as a marketplace for NFTs. For example, there is the most popular one, OpenSea, but also Rarible, Foundation, Super Rare. These are all platforms where your NFTs can kind of go from investor to investor, and where you can also earn a royalty fee if that's what you want. Step number 8. Smart contract and minting strategy. Now, there's a lot that goes into this particular step. Depending on which blockchain you choose, your developer or you will need to know the programming language of that blockchain to be able to create the smart contract accordingly. Other than that, you would also need to decide on a minting strategy. For example, are you going to do a pre-sale where you more or less open up your NFTs to be purchased to a selected group of people before you open it up to the public? Do you want to do first a Genesis mint and then a bigger sale to the public? So you don't go full steam ahead and just throw out 10,000 pieces, but first maybe launch 100 pieces to a very tight-knit community before building your community up and building your reach up so that you can launch a much bigger collection. Quite a lot to think about. Step number 9, minting day. So on minting day is when your NFTs will become purchasable to the public. There will be a lot going on. Your community will be excited. Everyone will be watching, and there's definitely a ton to do. Step number 10, post-mint execution. So after your NFTs have started selling, or if you're very lucky and successful, have sold out, it's time for you to execute your roadmap and deliver what you have promised. And normally that's when the real work starts, and that's when the business starts for a certain project. So there's definitely a lot that goes into this phase, if not the majority of the work. And therefore, I'm very excited also to be able to have some guests on to talk about their experience post-mint. So that is it, people. That was the 10 steps required to create an NFT project. I'm very, very excited about the following videos and to just discuss with some amazing women in this space and have them share their experience. So definitely don't forget to subscribe, follow us on socials, and in the meantime, have a nice day wherever you are, and we'll see you next time. Bye.